John Less here of Less Archery Adventures. Serious testing, successful hunting. Today I'm going to be testing a really cool brand new head that's come out by Kayuga. If you've watched my channel much, I've tested a number of different designs by Kayuga out of Australia. And man, some of them have been really, really impressive. I've especially loved their Trizot, and I've loved their Kayuga Gen 2 Pilot Cut. I've liked them so much, I reached out to them and asked them if they'd give me a discount code to pass on to my viewers, and for a while they weren't set up to do that, and then finally they did do that earlier this year or late last year. So if you're interested in any of the Kayuga products, they already come at a good price, but you can get an extra discount by using my discount code LUSK10. You can save 10% on any order. So today I'm going to be testing this new head, and it's called the Trizot. Okay, there's a lot of cool innovations that are going on here. They came out with a Zot that was really innovative in the way that it caused rotation and bloodletting, and now they've come out with a 3-blade version, and they have it in a lot of different weight classes and different dimensions and so forth. So today I'm going to be testing the 125 grain, really cool looking broadhead. And so for all the testing, I'm going to be using my process for 2024, and for a detailed description of that, please check out the video that I posted earlier this year called 2024 Broadhead Test Process. It'll explain all the different tests that I do and why I do them and so forth. And for all the tests, I'm going to be using my compound bow, my Elite Era for most of the shooting, and then I'm going to be using for the accuracy tests the crossbow, the Killer Instinct SWAT X1 crossbow. For all the shooting, I'm also using Bishop Archery arrows and bolts because they're just really top tier kind of stuff. All right, let's zoom on in here, check out this Trizot, and then put it to the test. Here's a good look at the broadhead. Man, this is a wicked looking design right here. Really innovative in many ways. Let's start with the materials. First of all, the blades are a 400 grain stainless steel brought to a Rockwell hardness of 46 to 48. The ferrule is also 400 grain martensitic stainless steel. So it's just steel all the way around. Now it's interesting in the packs, it's nice that they also come with 9 spare blades. So you can easily replace the blades without having to pay extra. So you got 3 complete new setups that come with the package. So the length overall for the dimensions is 1.19 inches in this 125 grain model, and the cutting diameter is 15/16 of an inch. That's pretty small, just under an inch, but it's 3 blades, and so the total cut is 1.41 inches, and the blades are 0.031 inches thick. And it's single bevel, if you notice. So each of the blades are a single bevel. This is a right single bevel. So you're going to generate some rotation and make, I would imagine, a pretty decent wound channel that could make up for that shorter cutting diameter, the smaller cutting diameter. Now, in terms of cutting diameter, they have models 100 grain, 125, which is this one, 150 and 175. And each one gets incrementally a little bit wider of a cut as it gets heavier. So you can budget, what kind of penetration you want. Are you going after a really big animal, or are you going after a smaller animal? Do you have a light setup, a heavy setup? You can choose a model that really fits your hunting needs. I really like the looks of this one. It just looks like it's going to be a wicked penetrator, which would be great for a lighter setup or going after a bigger animal. And this tip of this ferrule, it's all just one piece here. Man, it comes to a nice edge. And again, that's single bevel. It has this nice scoop here as well that's also going to aid in rotation. And for resharpening, I'd recommend using the Stay Sharp Guide C kit. That would work really well with this head. Really eager to put this head to the test and see how it performs. The Trizot caught the bullseye. It only took 136 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 10 on a 10-point scale, plus 0.64 bonus points for being under the threshold of 200. Wow, it penetrated 10 inches. That's a 10 on a 10-point scale plus 1.11 bonus points for being over the threshold of 9 inches. And check out this wound channel. You can really see the rotation from that single beveling as well as the scoop and the ferrule. It took an additional 39 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 9.22 on a 10-point scale. It penetrated through 66 layers, which is a 9.43 on a 10-point scale. It rotated 40 degrees at 13.25 inches, which gives it a bonus of 0.40 points. After the 3 shots through the MDF, the head is still in excellent condition, giving it a 10 on a 10-point scale. And here it is after the 2 shots through the steel plate. The head held together really well. It just has a little bit of edge chatter on 2 of the blades. And you see the holes. It has a pretty small cutting diameter. Yet look at that wound channel. You can see the S cut in each of the 3 directions due to that single bevel rotation. So it gets an 8.5 on a 10-point scale for its durability through the steel plate. Here it is after all the durability testing. Did excellent through the MDF. Through the steel plate, got a bit of edge chatter, kind of more than a bit, but it got some edge chatter on each of the blades. The tip got a little bit blunted, and then the concrete, it did really well, but the tip just got a little bit of a rollover. Still spins perfectly well. Really good durability. So what'd you think? Man, I tell you, this Broadhead did even better than I was expecting. I didn't know what to expect, and with such a small cut, I thought, honestly, it's going to score pretty low. But man, it got a really high score, too. I was impressed with the score. It's rare that something gets in the 90s in my scoring and gets 10 golden arrows, and this one did it. I'm really eager to test the other weight classes and dimensions that they have as well. But for this 125 grain, if you're looking for something because you have a lighter setup, you want it to penetrate really well, or you have some really long range shooting you want to do and you want it to be very accurate, you don't want to use a mechanical, or you're going after a really big animal and you want to really maximize your penetration, and this is really a head worth checking out. So great job, Kayuga. I look forward to seeing more stuff that you come out with in the future. But you check out the score sheet and see how it performed in the areas that matter to you the most. See if it might be a good fit for you and your hunting needs. And stay tuned for the overall cumulative score as well as the corresponding Lusk grade. And also stay tuned for a list of all the different Broadhead companies and other companies that I have discount codes for that I can pass on savings to you, just like I can with the Kayugas. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next time.